Australia's Great Barrier Reef is the jewel of all the oceans. Overfishing, preserve, coral bleaching, coastal development,
nearly 20 million years
besides natural attrition. The reef is under siege to save the world's greatest ecosystem. It's losing its battle to survive. In the greatest of all environmental battles.
In 1962, an unknown, highly toxic creature suddenly appeared on the then pristine Great Barrier Reef. Marine scientist Dr. Robert Endean did the initial research to find it was a native, but few specimens existed. It was found to be a crown-of-thorns starfish, Acanthasta planki, a coral-eating predator. Several years later, the starfish were in alarming numbers, eating large tracts of coral in their wake. Endean led the first detailed study of this new phenomenon, reporting on the probable cause and a course of action to take. Over 50 years later, these marine monsters now number in the millions, and over 4 separate plague or outbreak periods, the starfish have destroyed more than half of this monumental ecosystem, and the devastation continues. What happened?
Report made the point that the crown of thorns, there was a serious infestation in reefs near Cairns. Why was that report not released for 12 months?
We were doing something about it. We had it thoroughly investigated. I and a group of people went to, not a group, a few people went to Japan to discuss with the Japanese.
20 years ago it was manageable if you had acted on that report. 20 years ago, Harrison says, we wouldn't be facing the problem that we are today.
Well, I tell you, they don't know what they're talking about, because that is not true. They couldn't manage it, and we couldn't manage it. We couldn't find a solution to it because they were all over the place.
Were you advised to ignore Dr. Endean and Mr. Harrison's report?
Well, all I was advised to know that we couldn't keep up the supply of money, the hundreds of thousands of dollars he kept demanding all the time, and to living up there and having a mighty good time, as it were. And that was all the last time you'll ever talk to me.
Human efforts, while effective, only caused minimal disruption to the starfish onslaught. An imbalance of nature caused this problem. So, logic dictates that only return to a natural balance can fix it. The hero of this story is the giant trident snail, Coronia, which has been overfished to the point of extinction because of its beautiful shell. This undignified treatment generated an unparalleled destruction of the reef. The nobility and effectiveness of this majestic creature speaks volumes. Besides having the power to eliminate the reef's chief nemesis, it also has a maternal, nurturing capability. Its future offspring's primary goal will be restoring order to this mighty ecosystem, and hopefully becoming its savior. Being a diver for most of my life gave me an entry point into this saga. Motivated by the constant media reports of the Great Barrier Reef under siege by the rampaging starfish, led me to Dr. Endean. Together, we established Ocean Guard, whose mandate is the survival of the Great Barrier Reef. As a filmmaker, I need to create an awareness of this gigantic battle being waged on the Great Barrier Reef. Its outcome will decide the fate of the greatest living organism on this planet. This saga can be distilled as a battle between preservation versus destruction. That is, Beauty and the Beast.